Hey guys, it's Skybird, and today I wanted to go ahead and bring you something a little bit different. This is a mock that I created about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more than that, and it is a small jumping spider. I named it Spooks, and it started out as kind of a revamp from the Lord of Skull Spiders set from 2015, but also kind of its own thing. When I saw these pieces here, these shovel claw hammer pieces from the Anua 2015 set, I was like, oh man, I really want to make a spider with those, using them as like the abdomen or something. And in a way, I kind of went away from that since those are the only silver pieces on this set. And I ended up going into more of the Lord of Skull Spiders type color scheme here with the orange and black. It's not meant to be a pure revamp of it. It's kind of my own thing, but I'm very happy with the set overall. It seems like a lot of people have liked it, so I'm going to go ahead and try and review it here. So welcome to my review. So first thing first, the head is probably the most notable feature of the entire set. It's the most noteworthy thing. It's what gives it its character, and I am super happy to say that I was able to fit 8 eyes on this mock, and do it in a way that is legal connections. So the fact that I was able to, hopefully my camera will. I'm going to turn off my autofocus. Well, no, never mind. I have to have my autofocus on or off in order to have my color adjustment on. That's a little weird. Anyway, weird camera aside, um, yeah, I'm super proud of the head that I was actually able to design. It's actually on a ball joint back here as well, so the entire head can move. Granted, actually moving it can be a little difficult because there's not much to grab onto in order to move it. And of course, this piece up here is on its own ball joint, so that will also move independently. But the entire head itself can move. You can kind of see there. Um, and it's attached to the body on a ball joint. So let me go ahead and try and pop that off without completely destroying everything. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so the head build itself, I should also mention that I actually dropped this in my room on the way here, so hopefully nothing's broke, but everything stayed in place except for one of the legs popped off. Not a big deal. But the head build itself is fairly involved. Hopefully my camera focuses. There we go. And it's actually using a few Glatorian necks, as well as some regular ball joints on the sides here. You can kind of see the opening from the Glatorian necks. And several different fang slash pedipalp type items in the front here. All of those can move, of course. Oh, see what I said about things popping off? But the actual head itself is designed around a small beast foot. So the Invasion from Below style Hero Factory foot. Come on, camera. There we go. It's interesting because I have my focus. Let's lock my focus if I can. There we go. Okay. It's on my phone, so it's a little weird. I am just using these pieces here to connect the top eyes. Ideally, I'd probably use a 3-long bar piece, but I didn't feel like taking everything apart to put those in there. So those pieces will have to do for now. And of course, these pieces don't come in black, as far as I'm aware. They do come in dark brown, but I didn't use dark brown anywhere else on the set, so I figured dark gray is fine for now, but it gives you these front pedipalps or fangs. I am not a spider expert, by the way, so I don't know if I'm using the right terminology here, but I'm doing my best. But that said, you lift this back. It's just on a ball joint in the back here, and this socket here is what actually connects it to the body. But you can kind of see what's going on up here. Those connectors, these 90-degree angle pieces, they don't actually need to be the 90-degree versions. I just don't have the regular ones in black, so I use the 90-degree angled ones to connect to the foot there instead. But yeah, everything here is going on in some weird ways. I don't know the words to describe it. I can only just kind of show you what all is going on. But it's pretty complicated, and it's pretty well done. I do need to adjust this front leg a little bit because I do see it's putting a little bit of stress on this piece here, but not a big deal. But yeah, you go ahead and just close this back up, and it just kind of covers all the gaps, fills in some of the greebling so you don't see it, because I wanted this to look pretty smooth up here. Obviously this is going to have some texture, but no real getting around that. And you'll see that the body is actually built around just an XT4 type of torso, so the smallest type of torso, and it's utilizing 3 of these double ball socket pieces, or ball joint pieces here. There's one on each side to connect the secondary legs, and then the one here in the torso, which connects the abdomen, or thorax, I think is what this is called. I don't know. They're not insects, but I think it's still the same term. And then this is for the head here. So you'll see I actually used the Borak shell piece here, and it moves on its own, but once you connect the head, it actually presses up against that, so it won't move anywhere, and all this stuff is locked in place. So the legs themselves are each triple jointed. They're connected here with these short joints, and that just helps kind of lock these in place so they can't move, as well as give you that upward ability of moving the legs. So because without, if I can describe this, without these pieces, these short bone pieces here, the legs don't like to move up very much. So having them there really helps out with that a lot. But let's go ahead and throw the head back on here real quick. And my lighting is not exactly ideal for this, but it will work. There we go. But yeah, so like you can see, the head actually moves around just fine. You get plenty of range of motion out of it, enough to give it some expressiveness, and I think that's the real draw of this set, is that it is very expressive as a jumping spider type of set. So I'm very happy with it. You know, it can obviously look up and down, kind of look around. You can motion the head independent from the body, and you can also move the thorax or abdomen itself. It's connected to 2 ball joints as well, so you get just a little bit of side-to-side motion, but nothing up and down, which I don't think is necessary. It's why I did it. I also added this piece back here. You can connect this to... I don't have any of these in white, unfortunately, so black will have to do. But you can kind of use it as a web, and it is mounted in there pretty securely. That gray axle that you saw just underneath here is just a 3-long axle with a stopper on it, and that's actually used to hold this in place. So you end up getting that, and it locks onto the top and the bottom as well, so it's not going anywhere if you pull it. And I only did that because this stud here isn't very secure. It doesn't have a lot of clutch power. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was absolutely locked in place. Of course, if you don't like seeing it, you can leave it out, or you can just tuck it in to those holes there and just kind of hide it away if you want to, and then pull it back out when you want it. I do have longer strings too, but I just grabbed one for now. So, but yeah, an actual spider with actually 8 legs that looks really nice. And is actually, I think, smaller than or about the same size as the Lord of Skull Spider set. So I think that that's pretty much a feat on its own. I'm not trying to brag about it, saying that. I just don't know what else to say, but I'm super happy with it. It's cute, but it's also menacing, and it's just a lot of fun to mess around with. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will be releasing instructions for it soon. I do have it built up on Studio. The only thing is this piece here is not on Studio, so I left that whole assembly out. I just used some substituted pieces, but it won't show you how to put the web in there. I think you guys can figure it out. It's not difficult, but aside from that, every other piece is available on Studio or in the bio packs. So yeah, we will see how that goes, and I will see you guys in the next one. So take care.